Hey guys, it's Marla, and I've been getting a ton of DMs lately and questions on like how I edit my pictures. So I'm going to show you guys today how I do that with two easy, fast apps, AFTERLIGHT and Visco. I started editing on AFTERLIGHT fairly recently. It was $2.99 on the App Store, but I think it's totally worth it. Since I started editing on AFTERLIGHT, I haven't really edited that much on Visco as much, unless I'm doing like little touch-ups afterwards. But one thing I love about AFTERLIGHT is some of the effects that they have are really good, and also you can save your own presets, so you'll have your own little file for all the presets that you saved, and you don't have to copy and paste it like you do on Visco. Okay, first I'm going to start off with AFTERLIGHT. In this picture I'm going to edit. Here is me in Costa Rica. In AFTERLIGHT you can see they have a ton of effects. I usually pick woods just because it has this cool orange teal vibe that it gives off. Then you go back to the editing bar, and there's this thing called Selective Saturation. I think it's super cool because you can edit each color or saturate each color individually. I always put up the light blues and pinks if there are any, and a little bit of red. For this one I'm going to put up the dark blues too because it's more like a sunset picture. Then I always up my contrast on when I'm editing, and sometimes the brightness depending on if it's too overexposed or underexposed. So when I go to crop, I usually do a vertical crop because it takes up more of the iPhone screen and it draws more attention to the picture. Once that's done, I'm going to straighten the picture out because no one wants a horizontal horizon. No one wants, that made sense. No one wants a crooked horizon. One thing I love about AFTERLIGHT is they have these really cool dust effects, and it gives it a vintagey vibe, which I absolutely love. So here I'm going to stick with dust. I think I'm going to stick with dust 9. They also have these cool leak effects. Makes it kind of look like it was taken on an older camera. When you click on a certain leak more than once, it'll change the positioning, and you can change the intensity of it as well. For this picture I'm just going to kind of keep it like this, and also they have these really cool grain effects. They have this on Visco, but what I love about AFTERLIGHT is you can either make it a darker grain or a lighter grain. So that's pretty convenient. And then that is the final product of this picture. Next I'm going to do more of a group picture so you can see the different kinds of photos that I edit. Once again I'm going to go to woods because it is my favorite effect. And then I'm going to go back to that selective saturation. Once again, put up the blues and put up a little bit of the reds. If you put red too high, it'll make everyone look orange. But I think I'm just going to keep it like that. And once again, I'm going back to the dust. I do this practically on every picture that I edit on AFTERLIGHT. Then here, I'm putting up the contrast. And once again, for this one, since it's a group shot and it's really wide, I can't do vertical, so I'm just kind of going to even out the shot, and that is my product. So this last picture I'm editing was from back in the day when I used to compete in wakeboarding. I really like this picture because of the coloring in it. I find that when pictures have a lot of red and a lot of blue, they look a lot better with the woods effect. Once again, I'm going to up the contrast. And if you ever up the brightness on a picture, you have to up the contrast or else it'll look too washed out. I think for this picture, I'm just going to end up keeping it without the dust because it has more of like a clean look that I like. But they also have these really cool like color shift effects, and my favorite color shift is probably the one I'm on right now. It gives it a trippy look, And then they have this double exposure. I've never actually edited a picture with double exposure before, but I'm just going to play around with it so you guys can see. They have different kinds of effects to the blending. They have the like light and dark and multiply, color blend. Kind of just depends on what you're looking for. And once again, you can change the intensity of that. I'm going to up the brightness a little bit. And that is that. Moving on to Visco. It is free, but you do have to pay additional money to get additional effects. And there is an optional 1-year membership or 1 annual membership for like, I want to say it's $19.99, I'm not sure. I like Visco because it's more of like a social media account and you can share like your edited pictures there and people can repost it. You can't do that on Afterlight. So I think it's a really cool community. By the way, follow me on Visco. I've never done this before, but it's going to be right here. So yeah. Next I'm going to move on to Visco, and here you can import more than 1 picture at a time, which is super convenient as opposed to Afterlight when you scroll through your entire camera roll. But this picture was from New Zealand, and us 3 went out to the iceberg and got hypothermia, but whatever, it was totally worth it and I would do it again. But on Visco I usually use either C8 or C9. I typically go C8 because it kind of has a warmer vibe. Here I'm going, since I upped the brightness, I upped the contrast. Once again, doing the vertical crop. This is more of a quick kind of edit, not much to it. So kind of like Afterlight, they have this thing. If you scroll all the way to the end of the panel bar, it's called HSL. It's kind of like the Afterlight, and you can click which color you like to saturate. So this picture is also taken in New Zealand, and I'm going to use C8 once again because I don't really use any other effects other than the C8 or C9. So I really like the mountain range in this picture, so I'm not going to crop it vertically, but I need to sharpen it, and the HSL, I'm going to bring up the reds a little bit to vibrate, to bring a little bit of vibrance to the grass, and I'm going to put the blues down into like a baby blue instead of a darker blue. And there you can see I am done with editing that. When you go to save pictures on Visco, I press save to camera roll and then I do actual size. But here are the final pictures. So that is how I edit my Instagram pictures. It's super easy, super quick. I did those 5 pictures in less than 15 minutes, so 3 minutes per picture and you're done. I hope that answers your questions, and if you have any other questions, comment down below. So I will see you next time with my next tutorial, which will be how to edit people and objects out of the backgrounds of your pictures. So, I don't know how to end this, so I'm not sure how to end this, so I'm just gonna, woo! Was that cool? I don't know.